Hey everybody. So I am really excited to jump in here and chat with you a little bit about my favorite industry, which is direct sales. Something that comes up really often when people are asking me about the business and about, how people are successful is like, what's the secret? What's the secret sauce? Like, how is anybody really successful in this industry? And so I just thought I would hop on here and share a few of those secrets. I do that because they're not actually secrets. We talk about it all the time. How do you be successful in direct sales? And I bet that these answers are very different than you think. Before I jump into that, I want to talk a little bit about what does not make you successful in direct sales, because I think sometimes these are like the defaults, right? Is one thing that does not make you successful in direct sales is your personality type. Okay, like seriously, your natural personality type is not what makes you successful or unsuccessful in direct sales. I always like to talk about that first, because I think that there's this like myth around where people think you have to be an extrovert in order to be good in this industry. And it's really just not true. It's really not true. Some of the most like successful leaders of like $1 million organizations and stuff, multi-million-dollar organizations, they're introverts. They prefer, smaller groups of people. They don't want to be out there in front of people all the time. They are true introverts. And so I always love to share that tidbit, because I think it's a very false notion that you have to be an you have to be an extrovert in order to be really good and successful at direct sales. Totally not the case. Your personality type has nothing to do with it. Sure, maybe if you're extroverted certain parts of the industry, like Instagram, Facebook Live, social media, maybe that stuff is a little bit easier for you than it is for introverts. But at the end of the day, guess what? Extroverts have their fair share of struggles too, okay? So, there are always going to be difficult things. There are always going to be strengths and weaknesses, no matter what your personality type is. But being an extrovert is not important for success in direct sales. Hey, thank you. I'm obsessed with it too. I'm loving it too. Yes, it's been so much fun. I'm driving and I just can't stop staring when the sun hits it. I've always wanted rainbow hair. Fun side note, you didn't sign up for this, but I love having crazy colored hair, and I've always wanted rainbow hair, and I've never done it before. And so I did it, and it's really fun. And Grace's hair is purple and pink and blue right now, and she's obsessed as well. It was like, oh man, we're just gonna have to do this forever. So anyways, thank you. I love it too. So the other big thing that people think you have to have in order to be successful in direct sales is a large network. You have to know a lot of people, right? You have to know a lot of people. You have to have a lot of friends. You have to have a lot of really awesome supportive family members. False, guys, false. One of the biggest and most incredible lessons I learned when I first was starting out in direct sales was your success has nothing to do with the people that you currently know. It has everything to do with the people that you are going to meet on your journey. So that was something that was huge. Had I been so focused on who I do know, who I don't know, who's going to order from me right now, when I first started, I never would have started. I started my direct sales business with Lemongrass Spa a few months after moving across another ocean to Okinawa, Japan. Like, I kid you not, I knew like 2 people, okay? And so, yeah, it's definitely not about who you know when you're starting. And this was before like social selling was a thing, okay? Like, I signed up with Lemongrass before social media was, sharing your products on social media was even a thing, before Facebook parties, all that jam. So, it was so like important to find ways to meet new people, which was just perfect and exactly what I needed. So, anyways, I want to start with those 2 things, because I think those 2 thoughts in our brains tend to stop a lot of people from saying yes and from taking that step forward and just giving it a try. So recap, success has nothing to do with your personality type, nothing to do with the people that you currently know. Okay. So FYI. Now what is the secret to success? What are the secrets to success? Well, at the end of the day, the biggest secret is to just keep going, But I'm going to break it down a little bit more because you might be like, okay, that's great, but like, what else? So I'm going to give you like I made a few notes here on my computer. So I'm going to give you, 5 or 6 things. If I had to pick 5, 6, 7 things of really what it takes to be successful. Here you go. So secrets to success. 1, find your vision, or at least trust that there is one. Okay, find your vision and at least trust that there is one if you don't know what that vision is. Maybe your vision is, I just want something better for myself. I want something better for my family. I want something better for my kids. I want something better for my community. Maybe that is your vision. You don't have to know exactly what it is, but maybe your vision is, I want something better because XYZ. That's enough, you guys. That is enough because direct sales can really do that for you. So find your vision. The more specific you can get over time, the better. Okay. When I first started, my vision was, I want like an extra $200 for me and my family, which at the time was me and Johnny and Grace. I said a little extra cash would be really, really awesome and make us really, really comfortable. Like, I kid you not, $200 a month was my goal. Starting out. So just something is all that you need to kind of get you going. Know what you want and why that's important to you. And that's going to change over time, all right? I've really adjusted my goals since I first started. I no longer am focused on $200 a month. I am now like setting my sights on 7 figures and stuff like that. So your vision is going to change. Your whys are going to change. Things like that are going to evolve and grow as you do over time. That's great. That's good. That's normal. That's what's going to happen. But you need a starting point. So find your vision and know what you want. This is really important, guys. This is really important. Be coachable, okay? Be coachable. What does that mean? It means listen to someone who knows what they're talking about, okay? It means when someone says, take a step, when someone who has been there, someone who has walked the walk, somebody who is where you want to be, when they say, do this, try this, let's step out of your comfort zone like this to get you the results that you want, do those things, okay? Do those things. Be coachable, because if you want something that you've never had, you have to do something that you've never done, okay? You have to go about it in a different way. So you can choose to stay stuck, right? You can choose to say, I'm not really comfortable with that. I don't know about that. Oh, that sounds a little different. Might be kind of scary. Sure, you can do things like that. But you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to go anywhere, okay? Growth is hard, okay? Growth is hard. Learning new things is hard. Getting yourself out of a crappy situation that you don't want to be in, it's hard. But you choose your heart in this situation. Do you want to stay where you're at, or do you want to do the work and do you want to grow, okay? Do you want to do something else? So be a coachable person. When someone says, try it like this, not like that, say, okay, awesome. What else you got for me, okay? Don't be so focused on being right. Don't be so focused on winning that you are missing out on the big picture. Listen to those who know what they're talking about. Listen to those who want to see you be successful and who are where you want to be. Stop using excuses. This is the next thing. What is this? Number 3. Stop using excuses. Luck has nothing to do with success in direct sales. Luck has nothing to do with it. If you are thinking, oh, that girl is just so lucky that she's had this success in her business, I promise you she has had more blood, sweat, and tears working her way there than you will ever know, okay? Don't ever think that someone is lucky and that their luck of their situation has gotten them where they are now. Luck has nothing to do with it, you guys. It's about grit, it's about hard work, it's about being coachable, and it is about doing a little bit every single day. It's about failing over and over and over again. I tell my team this all the time. I say the only difference between where you are now and the people who are where you want to be is the fact that the people where you want to be failed more. They failed more than you. They lost more than you, okay? I promise you, They have failed more than you, and that's why they are there, because they failed more, they have more successes, and it's really that simple. Luck's got nothing to do with it, so don't use it as an excuse. Don't use it as an excuse, because that's not going to get you anywhere. Treat your business like a business, okay? If you think that you can just sign up with an incredible company, it doesn't matter how incredible they are, it doesn't matter how amazing their products are, right? But if you just think that you're going to sign up and all of a sudden everyone's going to like come and give you money, I'm so sorry. That's not happening. It might happen for the first 5 minutes, okay? You might make an announcement on Facebook. You might do a live and share your favorite products. You might rock your story, and you'll get a couple of people who are like, hey girl, tell me what that is. Like, I want more. I need that in my life, right? But treat your business like a business. And what I mean when I say that is, one, don't give away the farm, okay? Don't cheapen yourself. Don't cheapen your products. Don't cheapen your opportunity. Don't give everything away thinking that that is going to bring everyone back, okay? I'm a huge fan and huge advocate, and I train my team often on being generous, right? Like, I don't think, nobody ever went broke by treating their business like a business and being too generous, right? Those two things, like, they can coexist together. But giving away the farm is not going to help get you where you want to be. So offering, literally all of your payday just to get people to buy your products, you're not going to make any traction. You're not going to move anywhere. So treat your business like a business, as far as that's concerned. And when I say treat it like a business, I mean, if you treat your business like a business, it's going to make you money. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to cost you money. Has anybody ever had a true hobby that they actually made money at? Like, seriously, have you ever actually made money in a hobby? Now, what I mean, now you can join a direct sales or network marketing company and you can work it like a hobby where you're like, this is just fun for me, I just enjoy it, but you still have to give it the respect that it deserves because it's a business. So that means you still have to make it a priority. You have to make hobbies a priority, right? I literally just got done, I'm like looking for my phone, I'm talking on it. I was just holding my phone and I was scheduling my Pure Barre classes for 2 weeks down the road because I'm making that hobby a priority, right? Our classes are getting smaller again and stuff like that with more restrictions and everything coming back. So I had to make it a priority to plan my future days around my hobby. You can work your business like a hobby. You can work your business in that 30 minutes a day, that 50 minutes a day, like my classes are, that hour a day, whatever your hobbies are, right? You can work it the same amount of time that you would work a hobby, that you would enjoy a hobby, but you still have to prioritize it or it's not going to get done. If I don't schedule my classes, I'm not going, okay? If I don't schedule time for my hobby, it's not happening. So treat your business like a business. 15 minutes a day, you guys. When you were starting in direct sales, you need 15 minutes a day. This has become like my specialty over the last few years with growing my business, working my business, growing my team while my husband was gone, while we're moving, while I have a baby and an infant, a baby, and now a crazy toddler Saurus, right? Who sometimes naps and sometimes doesn't nap. 15 minutes a day. I have really become an expert in teaching people how to work their business in 15 minutes a day. So give it 15 minutes a day. Don't just sit back and wait for it to be successful. You have to put something into it. But I'm telling you, 15 minutes a day, you can do something with that. If you have an hour, that's awesome. But 15 minutes is the requirement, right? Okay. Have appropriate expectations. What I mean by that is know that there are going to be hard parts. You guys, I will tell you all day long about how much fun my business is. And it is. It is so much fun. It brings me so much joy. It brings me so much happiness, so many smiles, so many laughs. I love my business. If you know me personally, you know that I love my business and it is fun. And that's a passion of mine. If I'm not having fun, nobody's having fun. Not that I'm cranky or anything, but when I'm having a good time, I'm able to share fun with people. But know that there are going to be hard parts. For me, what one of my hardest parts is of my business is, one, learning how to discipline myself during crazy times of life. That is something that's really hard for me. And also the other hard part is right back here on the bed, I am the worst at mailing stuff out. I am the worst at it. I kid you not. I don't know why. It's just I think it's just a tedious, boring task. I love to send a bunch of stuff out. I hate packaging it up, you guys. I hate doing addresses and printing shipping labels. I hate it so much. Some people love that aspect of their business. I am not one of those people. This is why I am with an inventory-free company, okay? If I had to ship out stuff, oh my gosh, I would have been out of business so fast. So But know that there are going to be hard parts. Maybe a hard part for you is going live on social media. Maybe a hard part for you would be, learning about the product line. There's so many different like avenues of this industry, and with every single company, there's so many things that you're going to be learning. But have an appropriate expectation of it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be incredible. It can change everything for you, like it has for me. But know that there are going to be hard parts. Know that it's a part of the journey. Know that it's okay. Know that sometimes there's going to be hard seasons where you feel like, you built, and now you have to coast for a little while, right? Or now you're like, all right, I'm in a season where I have to maintain. My family needs this more. My time needs to be split here, right? There are going to be seasons where maybe your business is harder than it was before. Maybe you're in the party plan business like me, and you're going to go through seasons where like nobody wants to do parties, or nobody wants to, maybe you're like multi-level marketing and nobody wants to join the membership or something like that. Like, we've had a lot of crazy stuff happen this last year and a half, so many, and I don't think we're quite done with it yet, right? My scale. We've had so many things happen. So I think a lot of people are experiencing new seasons in their business and new hard parts of their business, but know that there's going to be hard parts. Know that it's not always going to be smooth sailing. But with that said, know that you have a built-in support system with network marketing, which I love. You have a group of people who are there encouraging you, and they want you to succeed. So it doesn't matter what your best friend thinks. It doesn't matter what your sister thinks, what your mom thinks, what your in-laws think. None of that stuff matters, because when you walk into a direct selling company, you are walking into one of the most supportive communities that you could ever be a part of. Everybody there wants to see everybody succeed. I just absolutely love it. It's not about who gets the biggest piece of the pie. It's everybody can have as much pie as they want, because there's no limit. There's no limit. So it's such a different community feel than I think so many of us are used to. It's not about comparing. It's not about who gets there first. It is all about we're there to help each other win in our own ways. So yes, there's going to be hard parts, but you are going to have an incredible built-in support system there to encourage you all along the way. And here's the deal. When you have those really hard times, because they will happen. When you have really hard times, refer back to number one. Refer back to the first thing I was talking about, which is find your vision, trust that there is a vision, and know what you want and why you're doing it. Is this hard season, is giving up during a hard season, is it worth losing everything that you started for? Is it worth losing everything that you have gained thus far and the potential that you have? Take whatever you did in your first 30, 60, 90 days, your first 1, 2, 3 years, and multiply that by 100, because when you give up during the hard season, that result is what you are giving up. That result is what you're giving up down the line. So I hope that this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, I would love to hear those. Drop them in the comments below. Shoot me a DM. I would love to hop on and answer those publicly, privately, whatever. And if you love skincare, cosmetics, healthy, holistic living, if you love helping people ditch their toxins and stuff as much as I do, let me know. Lemongrass Spa, my favorite company, is having an incredible anniversary sale where you can enroll for just $19. $19. I can't take my kid to Subway for less than $19, you guys. So that's pretty exciting. You can get an amazing starter set with a handful of products, some marketing material, and all the access to all the amazing training, the great community I mentioned, and so much more. So let me know what questions you have. Let me know if you're interested. And yeah, I can't wait to chat with you guys some more. So thanks for hopping on. Let me know if you caught this live, if you're watching the replay, and I will chat with you guys soon. Have a great night.